Good day, Miller Family Farm Trust. Today we're going to be doing a little maintenance on the Kubota brush hog, and we got some jobs coming up this weekend, so we figured change the oil, change the hydraulic fluids, the filters, and we're going to change the fuel filter, the whole assembly, because it was like $15 for a fuel filter or $28 for the full assembly. So we figured, what the heck, might as well just replace the full assembly. So there's our little Kubota. She's already up on stands. That is, if you really want to know, a Kubota B7510. And there's the fuel filter that we're just going to swap out. You can kind of see that it's a little bit corroded, and the plastic see-through plastic, you can't see the filter. So I said, well, for an extra few dollars, might as well just replace that. And we're going to change the oil on this bad boy. We're going to be changing the hydraulic oil. And I think that's it. Oil, hydraulic oil, filter. Oh, the air filter as well. Everybody always asks the same question. Should we get OEM or should we get aftermarket? I don't know. That's up to you. It's your machinery. You paid for it. And it's, it's a risk sometimes to get aftermarket. That is the fuel filter that we're going to be installing on there. And there is the OEM. I had to wait for about air filter. I had to wait for about a month to get that from China. Yes, they build it in China. And it was about half the price in China than it is the U.S. And believe me, I'm a U.S. person. I would, build in the USA, but unfortunately, with a name like Kubota, you can imagine it's not always built in the USA. So there is our air filter. There is our fuel filter assembly. And then Ian's coming right now, hopefully before it gets dark out. He'll be bringing the Napa Gold oil filter for the Kubota. Napa Gold oil filter. And he's also bringing the hydraulic filter for the Kubota as well, which is also Napa Gold. I think he said it was like $23 for those two filters, which is ridiculous because you could buy Kubota filters for cheaper than that. So, but I'll put the link down below for the Kubota filters, and I'll put the link down below for the Napa Gold filters. And really, when I was doing my research, everybody said that they're both equally great. One filter is about as great as the other filter. I know Napa makes some good products, especially their Gold line, so we'll just, we'll let you know. Okay, Ian should be here momentarily, and we'll get this baby changed out. Hopefully there'll be some light left. And by the way, guys, if you haven't subscribed, subscribe. I just want to say this. I know a lot of people don't know this, but, to make like a 15-minute video takes about an hour and a half of footage, so that takes an hour and a half, and then it takes about 3 hours to edit it. Now, the reason I tell you that is because YouTube, I love them so much, but they do not pay you a penny for any of your hundreds and hundreds or thousands of hours you put into YouTube until you hit 1,000 subscribers. So we're having an all-out challenge. We have 1,000 subscribers. So please, please, click now. Subscribe. We make some great videos. We love our family here on Miller Family Farm Channel. And we just need a little bit of help from you. It doesn't cost you anything, but it will help us greatly. And we're just trying to keep putting hundreds of hours in to get to that magical day that we have 1,000 subscribers. So thank you. Thank you so much for clicking now. And also hit like and leave a comment. Do you like our videos? Say something down below. If you know something about the filters that we don't know, then by all means, put something down there if you prefer the Kubota filter, or if you prefer the Napa Gold, or even Fram filters. We've seen those. So leave a comment, like us. When you subscribe, hit that little bell button right next to after you subscribe, and they'll let you know when we put new cool outdoor channels or outdoor videos on. And we do everything outdoors. We do side-by-sides, we do tractors, we do everything outdoors. We do grass-fed beef, poultry chicken, pasture pork, how to grow organic gardens, how to find land, how to sell land, how to make money with your Kubota tractor so that it just doesn't sit on the farm and collect dust. You can actually pay for this thing by going and brush hogging properties. We cover everything outdoors. So please, subscribe. Hit the bell button to be notified when we put new videos up. And I just want to say welcome to the family. Ian.
Hey, good morning. How you doing?
Good. What are we working on today?
All right, we're going to change some fluids and an air filter
on a Kubota. Now, we learned something this morning about a hydrostatic transmission and a geared transmission. What did we learn?
Well, it looks like the hydrostatic's got a suction filter and a regular oil filter. Ours doesn't have that, so we've just got the oil filter. So a little bit, a few less steps to do.
So the hydrostatic has a suction filter besides the a hydraulic filter. Right. So it's got an extra filter on the hydrostatic transmissions. This machine is a geared transmission and not hydrostatic, so it's just geared. So this one only has one filter. Can we see that filter? What it looks like? And you could get Kubota, and people really recommend getting Kubota filters, especially for the hydraulic filters. But this Baldwin BT8902 is another one that we found that fits that. So, we recommend the Kubota filter, but if you get your hands on a Baldwin, that will work as well. All right, so we're going to change that, and it takes about, 5 gallons of hydraulic fluid. So you need a 5-gallon bucket, and again, they really recommend. They said that I've seen on videos that catastrophic failures happen when you use non-Kubota, like over and over again. But we didn't do that either. So we're just putting in a 5-gallon bucket that we got at Walmart that matches all the specs. But I've seen multiple videos again of when they didn't use their specific name brand, that it had catastrophic rear end failures. So risk if you will, if you want to save a few bucks. The only reason I did is because the Kubota dealer is not within 100 miles of here. So I'm just like, screw it, I'm getting a 5-gallon bucket. All right, and we're changing the oil, Ian?
Yes.
And what filter are we using for that?
This one we've got the Napa Gold 1064.
Napa Gold 1064, that was about $9?
Yeah.
So again, I'm going to say that the Kubota filter is cheaper than the Napa Gold filter. So if you want to use what they recommend, then I would use that. Yeah, but we were trying to get this done today because we're going to be going out in a brush hogging job in a little bit here. So we're just grabbing stuff that we could grab so we could go out and get this job done. All right, Ian, so what are you going to do next?
All right, so I've got 2 drain plugs on the bottom of the gear case here, one on this side, one on the other, and you'll see it's the only one that's actually a different size.
Do you want to take the camera down there and
Yeah.
actually show them it?
So hopefully you can get a good view of that one. And that's going to be a 17 millimeter, and it is on the left and on the right side.
So we'll be doing drain plugs, and they recommend pulling both, right?
Yeah, so we'll pull that, and we'll also pull this filter and replace it as well.
That's where the Baldwin BT8902 goes.
Correct.
Got it.
So that's going to be our...
All right, and while you're down there, you might as well show them where the oil filter is at and the drain plug for the oil filter.
All right, and then as we scroll up here, you see the drain for the engine oil. Right here, you've got the oil filter as well. And this is your drain plug right here.
That Ian?
And then we'll get the air filter right after this.
And the fuel filter, which is right
the
there.
Filter, which is right here.
And we're going to replace this whole unit because you see, can't even see through that. So having a see-through fuel filter housing doesn't do any good if you can't see through it. So we bought this whole this whole package right here to replace it. So.
All right, well, I'm going to go ahead and break these loose and get these drained.
Yes.
Definitely want to make sure you don't get any on the ground.
Absolutely. We're about everything outdoors, which includes taking care of our environment.
And this is nice. The fluid didn't look terrible here, so.
That's good. We're changing. I saw that some people say do it at 250 hours and some people say 500 hours. And we're right about 440. So we might be a little premature, but we've been abusing this machine. And who knows the people that had it before us. So we know at this point, once we change it, we know where we're at. And we'll write with the magic marker right on the filter the hours we got now, and we'll change it another 500 hours. On the hydrostatic transmission, they were talking about having a like a screen filter.
Right here in this blank right there.
Do it again. Point at it again.
It would have been right here in this blank.
So there's a screen in there where you remove the end of the, kind of like an oil filter. You remove the end and then you pull the screen out and it catches all the steel fragments. But for whatever reason, this Kubota B7510 geared transmission doesn't have one of those screen filters, Ian said. So, but if you've got a hydrostatic right behind the filter, there's going to be a like a big bolt that you have to back out, pull that that filter mechanism out, clean it off with brake cleaner, Ian?
Kerosene would be recommended.
Kerosene, recommend it, and then reinstall that. But that one is kind of like a pre-filter for your hydraulic filter that catches steel fragments so it doesn't go to your hydraulic filter. So good idea, but for whatever reason, it's not on this tractor.
Alright, so let's put our filter on.
What are you doing?
We like to make sure there's just a little bit of lube on there. So the
Little lube on the gasket so that it seats well on the...
And then, make sure that everything's off of there. Make sure you didn't leave a gasket on there, because then it'll definitely leak. You'll have a problem.
That would be awful.
It should come off with the filter, but it's always good to double check. And watching it from right here, yeah, that is the perfect size filter. So you want to get this guy hand tight. And then probably give it about maybe about a quarter of a turn.
Nice. And I'm going to go grab a marker so
it.
we can write on the end of that filter how many hours we got on this while you're down there.
Okay.
Which, you know what?
I'm going to tighten up these.
There's only 276 hours, so I think we were a little premature. What are you doing, Ian?
All right, now we're going to drain the oil
Okay.
out of the crankcase.
And where's that located? Where's
So, right underneath here, here's your fuel filter, here's your oil drain plug.
Uh-huh.
14 millimeter wrench.
It's right behind the front wheel, too, if that helps you locate it. What millimeter wrench?
14.
14.
Let's see how she looks when we... Oh yeah, nice and dark.
Not much in there. What the hell is that all about? Oh, there it comes. Oh, must be just dark and thick. I've never seen it come out that way, have you? Or have you?
I need some... There we go.
Need a little suction relief?
Yeah. Take the oil cap off and let it...
So what do you call that, starboard or port?
Let's be the port side.
Port side, absolutely. I've never gotten those right now. I can't tell you how many years I've been boating. And what are you doing now?
And as soon as this oil's done draining out of here, we're going to take this oil filter off and try like hell not to make a mess.
took off the side cover. How do these side covers come off? Because we didn't catch that.
There's a clip like this.
Yes.
And
you just
it's
pushes
right
on
here, and
it just
basically
pushes on. Basically, like
yeah,
clips
it
in?
does push back on after you're done. Put it here and it pushes back on.
Okay. So it's easy access. You don't have to like be worried about getting all your tools out. It just pops off.
First time you play with that clip, you'll cuss at it a little bit, and then you'll realize how it works, and you'll get it right off.
Okay. So that looks like a Fram that's on there, doesn't it?
Yes, it does.
We're going to get the part number right off of that filter, because this other filter costs like freaking $9. And Frams you could pick up in Walmart, which everybody should have a Walmart pretty close to them, and they're about half the price. But people did brag, if you're not going to put OEM back on, you should put Fram, or not Fram, what's the other one? What's that filter's name?
Oh, this is the Napa Gold.
Napa Gold. People say if you're not going OEM, to go Napa Gold, but whoever we bought this tractor from felt like the Fram was good. Where's the part number? Need to hold it up right.
PH 3593A.
Can you point at it? Because I don't see it. Oh. PH
3593A.
93A. Fram. So, and what's the part number again on the Gold?
Got a Napa 1064.
Napa 1064. So there's two part numbers. And by the way, guys, anything that we work on, any tractor, any ATV, we'll put the parts, we'll find the best prices on the internet for you, because I know what a pain in the butt it is when they don't give you part numbers, and they don't tell you how much it costs, and they don't locate the best pricing. We do all that for you, so you're welcome. Right, Ian?
You bet.
So you put a little oil on the gasket again, just to lubricate, obviously. Hand tightening the oil filter. Once it's hand tight, then it's a quarter turn with a oil filter wrench. I don't know why they say not to over tighten them, but I know ever since I was 5 years old they said don't over tighten these.
Real booger to get off if you do.
That's it?
Oh yeah.
I thought maybe it damaged it somehow. That looks like more than a quarter turn.
Yeah, well, you can get in there and get a good hand tight, but you want to get nice and snug there.
Alrighty. And Ian is our mechanic model for today. I think we're taking turns.
I'm just a hand model, so...
The other day I did the Ford, and I seen a comment that like, "Oh, where's Ian?" I'm like, "What? Oh, we're trading off models." I'm the model for one day, mechanic model. Yes, we're good-looking men.
It's tough being you. Got her nice and snug.
Good.
Let's clean it off. If you got a little brake clean, be good to spray it with the brake clean. Make sure that after we fill it and we run it, you don't have any leaks anywhere. You definitely want to double check that.
So you want to clean the daylights off your plug and the filter,
Yes.
so that you can see if there's a drip on there, like, oh, we have a problem. Houston, we have a problem.
All right, while we're down here, let's change the fuel filter.
All right, what's next, Ian?
All right, well, we've got the fuel filter and the housing, Kubota part.
So there is the fuel filter part number, and we recommend really for, I think it's like 30 bucks for this, but we recommend getting an OEM for that, just so that when you get your replacement on the inside there, that it fits. Because if you put an aftermarket, then you won't know which fuel filter actually fits in your unit. So we just got an OEM. There's the part number right there for you guys, and of course the link will be down below for these, as with all the parts we use. All right, Ian.
All right, so pretty easy. Usually you just unscrew this and change the elements, but since we have the whole assembly.
Again, the reason we're replacing that is if you see the plastic, you can't even see the element in there, you know, because the plastic's all just whatever gooped up. So we figured, well, it's, you know, $12 for the element, or it's $30 for the whole housing. So why not go the extra 20 and just make it so that you can actually see your fuel filter through the plastic. All right.
Being in Florida, it's kind of a no-brainer. We just eat through plastic stuff down here with the heat.
Yeah, we do.
So use some channel locks. I've already unclipped this one, and basically get your hose free here.
Be careful, not
gentle
to,
with
yeah,
it. You don't
not
want
to damage the hose.
Damage the hose. So just slowly work it off there. We're gonna make a little bit of a mess.
And we got our bucket down there to catch our fuel. It might drain the whole tank though, because that's below the tank.
That's true.
Yes. All right. Okay, what are you removing now, Ian?
All right, so we've got another little guy up here that needs to be removed.
So just another hose clip that he is getting to, and it goes up into the engine. I'm not sure what it is. Could be a vent line or something like that, but it's on top of the fuel filter housing.
I'm just going to kind of work it up there, get out of the way. All right, and then we're going to go ahead and take the housing mount bolt off.
What size is that?
And that was a 12 millimeter.
12 millimeter for the single bolt that holds that housing on.
All right, and the reason I've got these all hooked up because we've still got diesel in there, so we're going to make a little bit of mess into our pan
So because this filter is below the tank that's above, gravity's going to feed that filter. So we're going to do a quick swap out so we don't waste all the fuel that's in the tank. You know, just prepping the, getting everything to go quickly. Does it look like that's a good match? Looks a little bit bigger, doesn't it?
Yeah, you're right on the money there.
Right on the money. Okay, so we just want to check before. As soon as we pull this off, we're going to be in race mode to get this other one, the hoses reattached to it. Just like that. Nice shot. Just like that.
All right. Get this return line on there.
Okay.
All right, if you have a little rubber cap, you know, it'd help to put that over that just in case when you hook up the lines real quick, it's not going to backfeed, but we got it pretty quick, so.
Okay, and I think probably it's better to probably put your clamps, all your hose clamps back out before you re-bolt it onto the frame, right?
This one for sure because it's easy access.
Yeah.
But after you get this one back in its place, it'll make it a little bit more stable for you to actually work these two clamps here and put them back on.
You see how nice and clear that plastic is, and it's already filled up, and we can see if there's any debris in there, because why have a see-through plastic housing if you can't see through it, you know?
And just get it nice and snug, don't overdo it. There's a sleeve in there.
Is there any reason it's tilted? The other one wasn't. Huh?
Yeah, it was.
It was tilted?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't remember that. I have to go back and look at the video.
All right. And we're good to go there now. Let's fill up some fluids and just make sure that's on tight. Yeah, I'd say that's a definite improvement.
Wow.
So,
Yeah, you can't see through that old one. We probably should save that housing though, because if we hit any brush with that and we crack the housing, we'd have a spare, huh?
Yeah, wouldn't hurt.
Yeah. Okay. So we're going to be putting. This is the hydraulic fluid that we got. Synopic. We got that at Walmart, and it was like, I think about, look at the link down below, I'll verify, but I think it was about $40 compared to like $150 for the Kubota hydraulic fluid, so quite the difference. And the L-HM68 was the weight that they recommended that I took right off of the Kubota weight specs, so I just took that right off there. And by the way, this is 18 liters, so it's not a full 5 gallons. So don't think you're getting a full 5 gallons. It just looks like a full 5 gallons. So it's like 4.5 gallons or something like that. So one of the problems we have is right now is that is the fill hole for this. So we got out our handy dandy large measuring cup. That's 1 gallon. So just to make it easy, we're going to pour out of the 5 gallon or 4.5 gallon into the 1 gallon. We'll put 4 of those in there, and then we'll check the dipstick to see how we're doing on levels. Don't overfill. I think it's 4.5 gallons. I will check the specs. Ian, do you know what it said?
I'll double check it.
All right. We'll double check the specs. We'll start with 4 gallons because we know at least that. That looks like a lot of different color fluid than that fluid over there. So I don't know, maybe it was time to change it. Everybody, when I was doing my research on this, everybody just like, you know, one of the major catastrophic failures on any tractor, but this particular tractor as well, is not changing that fluid because it's what's doing all your work. It runs your PTO, runs your transmission, your gearing, your everything. So, yeah, that's a different color than the stuff that came out, Ian. The other stuff doesn't look bad, but this looks pretty friggin' great. Any comments?
Much better. Yeah, she's going to be running good today.
That's good because we have a big job today, a big job next weekend. And hey, you guys, by the way, subscribe. We do everything outdoors, And for example, you know, say we're doing this video, but in a couple hours, we're going to be out doing a brush hog job. And if you got farm equipment, it's good to have ways that you can create businesses with your farm equipment so that you can make money with it. So like this is going to cost about $150, $200 today just to do this maintenance. And doesn't make sense to just pay out of pocket because farmers don't have a lot of money, do they? So if you could just do some side jobs once in a while, it will pay for all that expensive maintenance and everything else. What do you think, Ian?
You got it. All right, so we're finished filling the gear oil.
Uh-huh. What are you doing right now?
To write the hours.
It's 275.
I'm going to put 250. That's what we put on the oil filter.
I put 275 in. Yeah, oh, okay. All right. Oh, because they recommend, we have seen when we researched this, it said some said 250 hours you should do the service and some said 500. So we just did 250.
All right, so good to go there.
Okay.
All right, and now let's go over and let's fill our oil for the engine. All right, so we got our 1540 we're putting in for diesel engines. It's a diesel application. It's a heavy duty oil.
For CK4 for all diesel engines. So that was the specs that we found that was on the Kubota oil was CK4. And they said a few different things. They said you could use 15W40, you could use 10W30 or 10W40 depending on how hot or cold the temperature is in your area. So we just opted for the 1540. You do your research on that though. We'll put the links down below where to get the best pricing on the internet for oil, and it will be in the links below. By the way, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. I know most people don't know this, but it takes about an hour and a half to record the video. It takes about another 3 to 4 hours just to edit that down to a 15-minute video. So we put a lot of work in. We love doing this, don't we, Ian?
Love it.
And we don't get paid a penny for all the hundreds or thousands of hours that we made in videos. We don't get paid a penny until we get over 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. So that stinks. And help us out. All you have to do is subscribe if you find these videos extremely educational. You like it. You want more of these? We need your help. We need your help to meet our challenge to have 1,000 subscribers. And once we hit 1,000 subscribers, what am I doing, Ian?
George is jumping out of an airplane.
Along with you.
Oh, I'll go ahead.
So that's what we're going to do. We'll do a video on that. Everything outdoors. We'll jump our butts out of airplanes as a thank you to our subscribers for supporting us and getting us to 1,000 plus subscribers. So please, it doesn't cost you anything. Just hit the subscribe button now. And then once you hit the subscribe button, hit the little bell next to it. That will notify you when we put brand new videos up here. It'll just let you know, like, hey, Miller Family Farm Trust put a new video up. Okay, guys, thank you for your help. I love it. I love our family. I love the support you guys give us. And thank you for clicking subscribe now. So how many quarts was it, Ian?
So it's 3.2 quarts.
3.2 quarts is what the specs say for this. And is that accurate?
Right on the money.
Right on the money. Okay, so if you buy a 1 gallon diesel oil, motor oil, then you'll have a little bit left over. You could use the top off whenever you need to.
You know, it's always recommended to run it for a minute after you do get it to register. Run it, and
check
then,
it again.
Let it circulate, and then double check it.
Yeah. Remember to wipe down all your rubbers and all that, because when you got oil all over it, that will as soon as you go out on the job, that all, well, not just are you going to smell it, but it's going to attract all that dust that you do when you're brush hogging, and it just becomes sludge.